Hey everybody, Preferred Selection here with some more Undertale. Really enjoying this game so far. Except for all the times that I hit escape and almost accidentally quit out of it. Uh, I'm back with Rin, and we are going to continue playing. I think this guy's the same dialogue as last time.
Yeah, if you hit it's either X or Z, it makes all the dialogue appear at once, like all the stuff in the box. And then, sorry, it's hard. I was doing it kind of by feel.
Mm-hmm.
We just get the reiteration of
Yeah.
please use mercy. So,
Makes
are you
sense.
want to explore down here, or do you want to explore the room up there?
I'm feeling... Oh no. Whimsun.
Approached meekly.
This guy... I feel like this is someone who I might level on, just because... he's not cute, but I think... I don't know, man. He's meek. I could go either way on this guy. What do you think, Karen?
Do not ask me who you should kill.
Man, that's like
Also-
the whole reason I brought you here is to ask you
Right.
who I should kill.
Also, though, notice his name.
Whimsun?
No. Go back a level. It's like X, I think.
Okay.
Knows the color?
Oh, it's yeah. So I could run right away. I could
You could
spare him immediately. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. So it's sort
Okay.
of like he's meek, so he'd be
So
an easy target. But
I
he
should
won't-
look for that before I even do anything to see if they're
Yeah.
yellow.
Not like later characters won't have that option, but
Right.
I accidentally killed a character later on that because I was like, oh, it'll just tell me when it wants to give up, and it didn't.
Right.
Like I basically killed 2 or 3 characters during this section the first time, and I was like, oh.
Okay. Well, he just ran away.
Oh. Yeah, so when you talk to people, you do the act.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you can get them to run away on their own without having to do anything to spare them or fight them.
I felt like I consoled him, and it didn't
Yeah.
go well.
Well, no, but he was super, super nervous about you. So
Yeah.
you just took a step closer, and it's like, oh, God.
It's understandable. Ooh, nets? Is that what that is? Yeah.
Nope.
Oh,
Welcome
man.
to your first puzzle.
Oh, I'm back here.
Yeah, although before you do this, you might want to go to the room to the top, because
Okay.
otherwise you'll have to backtrack, because it doesn't connect here.
All right. Good to
And you
know.
can always backtrack in this game, all the way up until the final boss.
A donut.
Yeah.
I want the donut.
Candy.
Oh, it's candy. Take one. Take a piece of candy.
Sure.
Do you remember playing Candy Box 2 back in the day?
Yes.
I will just sit here and take pieces of candy for the rest of the night. I will not take another because we have one.
Here, so go to your inventory real quick.
Okay.
So that's the C. So hit enter there and then go to info when it drops you down to the bottom menu.
Interesting.
Mhm.
So how do you feel about licorice candy?
Red licorice, I'm fine with. Licorice root, I love, which is an herbal tea. Black licorice, which is star anise, I can't stand, but I know you like it, don't you?
I do generally. I don't like a cheap like a Brock's jelly bean. I'm not gonna go for the black licorice ones necessarily, but if it's like some German licorice or like something like a nice like import, I will absolutely help myself.
Yeah. All right, so you're calling Toriel?
I'm on the phone. I'm noticing I've got a lot of options. I can
Mm-hmm.
I can say hello to. Is this Toriel?
Yeah, you can say hello to her. You can ask Toriel about herself.
Uh-huh.
Call Toriel mom, or you could flirt with her.
This is a lot to say to. These are. I was thinking that these were 4 different contacts. So it's
Oh,
like
no.
here. You know that like everybody's got their one friend who for the last 20 years they've messaged them on social media and said or AIM or whatever and said hey, and then that's it.
Yeah.
I was thinking say hello is like that person. Then about yourself is like your friend that you vent to. then
Right, although the about yourself is asking, this is a little bit confusingly worded. It's not saying ask Toriel about you. It's ask Toriel about herself.
okay, I want to ask Toriel. I'm worried that these other options are going to go away because some of these are gold, but I will.
None of these options will go away.
Awesome.
Yeah. So for the audience and viewers, I am doing what I can not to spoil him unless he's asking or unless it leads to something.
Right.
So don't get mad at me if he does something you don't like, because I'm letting him pave his own path.
Yeah, I will. Like, I'll give you, and I'll also give you cues if I'm like a little bit too much information's coming from you, or if like
I've been trying to be careful about it, especially while we're live.
Yeah, right now you're fine.
Awesome.
Okay, so
this is Toriel. You want to know more about me? Well, I'm afraid there is not much to say. I am just a silly little lady who worries too much.
That's adorable.
That's probably not true, because she has like this whole ruins surrounding her.
I'm gonna call her again.
Yeah, go for it.
This is too fun.
This isn't timed, so you can do whatever you want.
I'm sure there's
a hidden timer for something.
I'm sure there's like a boss rush that I'm missing or something.
Well, this is kind of the tutorial area. This is Toriel. Huh? Did you just call me Mom? Well, I suppose. Would that make you happy? To call me Mother? Well then, call me whatever you like. So
that was way different than I thought that would go. I thought she would be
right?
I was expecting like when you call the teacher Mom or something and she's like, "What are you doing?"
I was thinking that too the first time I did it.
I was gonna immediately call her back and flirt, but now there's just like no way.
Yeah, I didn't do it either because I was like, this is kind of weird now.
Yeah, yeah, I was like, that'll be a good thing to do later, but
this isn't the content you want for your channel.
Well, I'll just wait. I'm gonna wait until she has forgotten about the whole "call me mother" thing, and like I'll hit her up later, and then she'll just think that I'm a horrible person. But
do whatever you want.
All right, so we've got another Pokemon.
Yeah, got Frogget.
Let's check him because I haven't. Oh, he's.
Life is difficult for this enemy. Meow. So this one's more kind of like the bullet hell shooter type of thing, where
that was fairly hard for a first tutorial enemy.
Mm-hmm. But these type of enemies I think stay about the same level.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not until you get bosses where you actually have like hard fights, and some of that's because I'm bad at this.
So you know do you know if there are like infinite Froggets? Like if I kill this Frogget, are there never going to be Froggets again?
There's not infinite Froggets, but killing one's not going to deplete the number of Froggets in the world.
Okay.
But you, like I was saying before in the last video, in some of the different runs you can kill everyone in an area, and that means doing all the random instances like we're doing here and killing every single one.
So just to spoil for the viewers, I'll go ahead and do one of these options in a second. But I've heard in this game already that there's like a no-kill ending and that you can't get it if you are playing on your first playthrough. So I'm definitely gonna try and get that ending at some point, which is why if I seem needlessly aggressive in any of these fights, it's because I know already that I'm gonna do a pacifist run later on.
Yeah, for right now, this is basically going to get you from what I understand so far, is a neutral ending, and then if you replay it later, you'll be able to do the pacifist, but you just have to live with killing all these creatures.
It seems like a good time to try out fighting.
Okay, so...
Oh, I didn't... I thought that would go...
Yeah, I was going to say you have to hit the Z or the enter.
I thought it would bounce back and forth like a golf meter or something, but man, just one sweep
it moves across one, so you have to hit it. The center-ish area is cut at the criticals.
Yeah. I don't like this bird attack. It's too strong.
It's flies. Yeah, and some of it you'll be able to find on some of these areas where you can kind of move to avoid it for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you did in that one. Frogget is trying to run away.
That's... Okay, so spare's yellow, even though that text wasn't yellow.
No, the only thing that is yellow is spare and their name.
Okay.
Or you get text like this. You couldn't do it?
Well, I'm not gonna kill it if it's running away.
Yeah.
I wanted to figure out how fighting worked.
Yeah.
Seems like a good time
So
to
I don't think
refill
you have to
my
actually...
health.
Yeah, you don't have to actually go through the save to get a full HP.
Awesome.
Oh, you already did that room up there. Never mind.
Right, yeah, I got the candy.
Okay, so now you gotta figure out this puzzle. So when you want hints for things, let me know. I won't tell you anything preemptively.
I'll give it...
You should be able to get this one pretty quick.
Okay. There's a chance of that.
Okay.
Alright, so...
I got another. Winsome.
And now he's not yellow. His name's
No.
not yellow.
If you hit act,
Oh, okay.
that's where it's yellow.
I'm gonna try consoling him again. Okay, so it seems like...
Yeah, it's usually, there's not, with the same enemy,
Mhm.
there's usually not that much variation. You solved it! Sorry, I was like laughing really quietly when you kept going through the same door. I was like, oh no.
I will tell you that was on my plan of things to check, but
Yeah,
I wanted to check to see if like one of the tiles was different first.
I knew you would get there eventually.
Oh, sorry, I skipped through.
Oh, so she just introduced herself.
Mhm.
For no reason in particular, which do you prefer? Cinnamon or butterscotch?
I prefer cinnamon, but bee scotch is so cute. I'm tempted to.
Oh, I see.
I'm gonna
Thank
start.
you very much.
I'm gonna start calling it that
Scotch.
IRL.
Oh.
Bee scotch.
Oh, good times. Okay, so there's a sign on the wall on the side that explains how to do things.
Okay.
Hello? This is Toriel. You do not dislike butterscotch, do you? I know what your preference is, but... Would you turn up your nose if you found it on your plate? Right. I understand. Thank you for being so patient, by the way.
She didn't give me a chance to say that I liked it. I like it quite a bit.
I think sometimes with like that, it's like a silent conversation between the protagonist
Uh-huh.
and the character.
I'm gonna call her back if I can figure out how to do that.
C.
Yeah.
Yeah, this took me a while because I couldn't figure out. I think it was like the X
Yeah.
that was back.
Because
and
I'm
I got, like,
using-
stuck on the stat menu, and I had to like force quit. I was like, I don't know how to get out of this.
Shift is definitely back in another game I play, so I'm really comfortable with Shift and Enter, but C is weird for this.
Yeah, it's control is what the corresponding one is, I believe. Huh? Oh. How adorable. I could pinch your cheeks. You can certainly find better than an old woman like me. Thank you for not making it weird after we called you Mom.
Well, I figured if she was calling me about like food preferences, I could call her back and be like, "Hey, I totally like butterscotch. I don't want to give you the impression that I don't."
Mm-hmm.
Another frogget.
Yeah, I mean, there are a good number of encounters that you can randomly run into. Usually you get one or sometimes two per room.
All right, I'm mustard
Battle-
seed.
Instead of mustard gas.
So I have a feeling that if I crit it again, I'm gonna let fate. Wait a minute. Z, right?
Yeah, Z or enter.
Or shift. Okay.
and then X is back. And
So-
C is menus.
So he's still he's not yellow yet.
Okay.
So I'm thinking I'm gonna let fate decide. If I crit him, then he's going down. If I don't crit him, then I'll probably spare him.
Okay, sounds good. And there he goes.
I get experience points, yay!
3 experience and 2 gold.
That was sad.
Yeah, it was.
I feel really bad because, like, why him after, like, 5 or 6 other frogs that I let live?
Well, because you also saw, like, the one, like, was going... Like, probably if you hadn't critted it, it would have had, like, the runaway.
Uh-huh. Like, I was actually kind of hoping that I would miss. I wasn't about to miss on purpose.
Right. So you're going to get this one live, or are you going to harvest it?
This one, I'm going to go and... I'm going to go for a compliment.
Frogget didn't understand what you said, but was flattered anyway. Blushes deeply.
So
Makes you
cute.
laugh every time. When you get to enemies that are smarter, some of the in-battle conversations gets pretty funny. Yep.
Seems like I get gold when I do that.
Yeah, you do get gold sometimes, even if you spare them or don't kill them. Okay, and there's a trick with this room. Walk around for a bit down here and see if you can figure it out,
Okay.
just to save you a trip.
What is... That's adorable. These guys could totally come up with Pokemon, because that is absolutely...
Yeah, the artist for this is really great. Oh, it's already yellow. Yeah, definitely flirt with it. You have no tips. Mold Small wiggles back. What a meaningful conversation. Slime sounds.
That's... I gotta say it. Man, I'm not so good at the bullet hell.
Yeah, you'll get better at it once you get used to seeing it.
So
Are you debating what to do?
I'm trying to decide. I'm wondering if this. I wonder if this will be a repeat. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get...
It did give me a different... It gave me sexy wiggle instead of...
Yeah, it's usually small changes, if at all, especially for these lesser monster things.
Right.
Yeah, so I killed that one the first time, so I was like, oh, it'll tell me when it's ready, not realizing the yellow.
Mm-hmm.
So the frog and the mold guy is what I end up hitting.
Don't step on the leaves, it says.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of froggets.
Yep. You have to deal with them one at a time, but the attack, they both attack.
It's unfortunate. Ooh, this is tricky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it does get kind of hard, but if I was able to get past it, so would you.
Okay, hopefully the one that's at low health will bail soon. Now that I'm getting a better sense of when the bullet hell stops, I'm like... Okay, so he... Because, like, there's corners that I go into, and I'm so used to Isaac that I'm like, I'll just be trapped there, but...
Yeah, and each one has kind of a different safe area, and some of them you have to, like, move within a certain area to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
You are intimidated by Frogget's raw strength.
Complimenting seems really fast.
Yeah. The ones down here, I think, are like 1 or maybe 2 acts before you can either spare it or it goes away. Later on, you might have to do more.
Mm-hmm.
So that only took the 1, and then it was reluctant to fight you. But you got 3
Okay.
gold.
So I'm going through these leaves and trying to figure out if there's any... Please don't
Let me
step on the
know.
leaves.
When you want hints for things.
Okay, I'll let you know when I'm...
When you're stumped.
Yeah.
We're gonna like play this part and fast forward. Play yakety sax in the background.
Oh right, I don't want to item them.
Right, the item in that case would be a health item for you to repair your health, but the monster candy I think was a 15 health restore, and you're only 6 points down, so it'd be kind of a waste.
Yeah.
Unless you're like dealing with something that has high attacks that you're gonna die from.
Okay, so that was a really fast way to.
Yeah, to get rid of the froggets. Yeah, you can also sometimes flee before the fight starts with these types of monsters. There's some later that you can't, where you have to do something else first. You have to wait till they're distracted, or just typical RPG type turn-based fighting, I think.
Mm-hmm. This actually reminds me a lot of. If you ever played I can't remember how many Pokemons this was true for, but at least the first couple of games, you played a little bit of like the first Pokemons, right?
No, I didn't have a Nintendo.
That shocks me.
Yeah, because my family had like the Apple II, and we had PCs. Like in kindergarten, I remember that we got a new monitor that was like a 24-inch monitor, within like 1990-ish.
And you've never like been just walking down the street and stumbled upon a ROM of Pokemon?
Well, I've not played it. My cousin actually won a Super Nintendo as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Look at where you're standing and where you fell through, by the way.
Right.
That's your only hint.
Yeah, I got the gist of it around that
Cool.
point. I just need to.
What I did is I counted the space for the two bottoms. Because you don't need to count the up and down because it's to the ground. So you just count like how many you have to go across, or kind of use the wall as a guide. So just Cheryl was playing. Our friend Cheryl was playing this the other day, and I had to draw her a map. Like this is another puzzle. She just like it just did not click, and she's not a dumb person. She just got a little turned around, I guess, with it being an actual puzzle.
That's funny.
Oh no! So I was saying my cousin won a Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a baseball game, and he had Super Mario Brothers, and that was it.
Yeah.
And so my cousin would play the baseball game and purposely try to foul the ball by hitting the players, and then found it hilarious for like hours.
I've been there.
Yeah, I feel like most people have.
It keeps making me nervous that it doesn't give you control of your heart right away.
Yeah, I mean it's built in like right at the beginning you have a pause, but if you like hold down the arrow keys, it'll start responding as soon as it can. So it's not like you have to like keep pressing it, which can be helpful sometimes. Or take you directly into the path of a bullet, which happens a lot.
Well, I'm accruing a lot of money.
Yes.
So I'm tempted. I'm going to ask you for one spoiler.
Okay.
Is there a save point nearby, or should I backtrack to a save point? Because I'm kind of feeling like save scumming a little bit.
I can't remember if it's in the next room or two. You do end up with another one, I think, in a few rooms, but you're not that far away if you wanted to backtrack just to be safe.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do save scumming for?
Oh, I guess it's not really save scumming. I'm just at 10 health, and I feel like getting a free heal.
Yeah, sometimes the game's a little bit nice that if it's been a while, like if you're through a maze, like you're between save points and you're kind of far into it, a lot of times when you come back from a game over, they'll put you like in that halfway point. So you don't lose a huge amount, but it doesn't happen every single time.
Man, it is not letting me get very far without fighting these rockets.
Yeah, you are having way higher occurrence of the monsters approaching you than I had, but I also wasn't backtracking as much.
Right. I also wonder if maybe staying on... Hey, Wimsum.
Fills you with determination.
I'll go ahead and save as well. Why not?
Yeah, can't hurt.
Yeah, so in Pokemon, there was this area, and my viewers will probably know this, in
Back
at least
to the important things about this channel, the core of it, which is Pokemon.
it's funny. I actually don't talk about Pokemon very often, but this game definitely reminded me of this area called the Safari Zone.
Okay.
And in the Safari Zone,
Here, try something for me. Go to Mercy and see if you can flee, because you haven't tried that yet.
I don't want to flee though.
Okay, then don't. I just think you want to try it with an easy enemy.
I will tell you, I got really stuck in Final Fantasy VIII because I was running away from too many fights.
Yeah.
And our mutual friend Neil like reprimanded me towards the end of the game. He was like, I never flee unless like everybody's knocked out. That's why you're so underleveled and have had such a hard time with this game. And after that I was like, oh, I guess I'll never flee again.
Would he be like the bully in the Final Fantasy game that's like, you're not at the same level? He's trying to like edge you on, like, or egg you on, I mean.
Possibly.
But yeah, the monsters are so cute.
I like getting that frog one because it's way easier than the flies.
Yeah, there are definitely a variation of attacks. Where some of them are super simple, and some of them seem to be way more difficult than they need to be at this point.
Whoops. Oh, okay, that's just combat.
Yeah, which don't have to do anything for this one unless you want to.
I feel like
I was gonna say the acts are kind of fun for this one.
Poor
Slime
guy.
sounds. What do you think slime sounds are that it's making?
I was thinking kind of like a splorching maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so you flirted with it. You want to intimidate it?
Imitate looks like.
You lie immobile with... oh, wow, that's a different meaning. With mold small. You feel like you understand the world a little better. Yeah, I definitely read that as intimidate and was thinking, that's kind of mean for... Have you done a check on them before?
I don't think I have.
I mean, obviously you don't have to. You have to go through another battle round if you do.
Right, and I'm at 20. I'm gonna be kind of a wimp and just spare him.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
There's no shame. Oh no.
Right, because that last one's not too wide.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because the leaves are above the plaque above, you can go onto it to read the plaque if you want to. I don't think it was anything important, but you can. You see what I mean?
Right.
Because you walked around it last time, so I didn't know if you noticed.
I actually thought that I couldn't. I'm gonna get a little bit of experience off this guy. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it liked being critted. Fair enough.
Yeah, I think it does that randomly sometimes. The aroma of lime gelatin wafts through.
Is it wafts through? I always thought it was wafts.
WAFTS?
I always thought that word was wafts.
It could be right. I read a lot when I was younger, which means sometimes I know words, but not necessarily the proper pronunciation of the word.
And I'm in that same category of people where
Yeah.
a lot of the words I know are from... I've gotten... there's also a lot of words that I don't know the meaning of. Like, because I'll just pick them up from context. Like, until I was maybe 27, I thought that the word canoodle meant to, like, figure something out with a buddy. And you'll find out if you ever use that word in a context that confuses people.
Did you use it in a paper?
I used it in a meeting.
I like that you walked right by the plaque. Don't go back for it. I think it was just like, don't stand on the leaves because you're standing on the pile of it.
Oh.
It was something silly.
I actually thought I checked it, but I forgot because of combat.
Honestly, you might have, but I got distracted by trying to think of the right pronunciation of wafts or wafts.
This is a lot of slimes.
Yes, but you can instantly spare them all if you want to.
I can. Okay.
And if you do, you don't have to pick an individual for sparing, so whoever's ready will go. So in situations like this, you don't have to fight them at all.
Yeah, that seemed
But that
like
means
it
you
was going to
get
be...
no gold.
It seemed like it was going to be kind of a rough fight. Noticing some kind of weird stuff. If I had a bomb, I'd put it down right there.
Yeah, I don't think you get bombs, unfortunately. Whoa there, partner. Do you want to read this one?
Oh, sure. I haven't done a voice in a while. Whoa there, partner. Who said you could push me around? So you're asking me to move over? Okay, just for you, pumpkin. You want me to move some more? Alrighty, how's this? That dick. That was the wrong direction? Okay, I think I got it.
As an aside, you cannot kill that character.
Good
or
to
fight
know.
it. Because I know you were tempted.
Whoa. This one. That jerk. You want me to stay there? You're giving me a real workout.
Oh, of course. Yeah, your encounter rate seems to be way higher than
It
what I had.
does. And I don't like that I can't two-hit these guys.
Yeah, I think you can crit them, but I'm not sure exactly where you have to hit to get rid of them.
Oh, is the crit not always in the middle?
The crit is in the middle, but I can't, like, again, I'm really bad at this game. So, see, because that was 26 and the other ones were 21.
Yeah, I think I was in the greens on some of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
he
it's real
stayed put.
particular. Okay, another save point.
Another save point and another time that I think is going to be a good time to call an episode. So I won't even pretend like Karen and I are going anywhere this time. I'll just be back for episode 3 in a little bit. I will see you guys then. If you're enjoying these videos, I definitely gauge whether people are interested in seeing more of a game by likes and support and comments. So if you want to see more games like this in the future, or more of Undertale, please leave a like or comment below. Thank you very much.